All right, daily note session for October 29th, but it's being recorded October 30th. Now, notice how now that little gap that was left open has finally been filled in. On the daily time frame, weekly SIBI price has already left this area as well, and it's looking like the all-time high might be the next target as we're leading into the elections. Plus, we also have tons of news this week, which is tomorrow we got some ADP non-farm, advanced GDP, and then Thursday we got core PCE, unemployment, and then Friday, this is the real big market mover, which is this one right here, the non-farm payroll employment change. So the high is looking like a target right now, because on a weekly time frame, price is just expanding to the upside. So boom, take a picture of that. That little gap is already filled, so now we're just gonna, just like dim it down a little bit. In fact, we can get rid of it. That's it. It's already filled. So now let's drop to a daily time frame. So my main point being with that on the daily time frame. Matter of fact, let me put it back, just for my point being expressed right here. So that little area that was left blank, it's pretty amazing how price just went right back up there and filled it in. Those are like draws on liquidity when you start seeing those things like that. Price just leaves it open, and this was the closest it got to it, and then it just broke down, hovered. Wednesday from last week, price came down, took out all these lows, then expanded back into that weekly, into that daily SIBI, tapped the midpoint there, came down, and then today we came down, hit the midpoint of the weekly, lower bottom, near the lower bottom portion of the daily fair value gap, price expanded to the upside, took these two previous day highs, filled in the inefficiency that was still open, wicked out of it, working this wick over here, just the lower quad of this wick, and then closed near the midpoint of that little blank area that was left open. So those are signs that you can use, that I use for when price goes down and takes out a low like it did here, then it expanded to the upside, which can be potential areas for draws on liquidity. But due to these conditions during the elections, we have to just be real careful. So let me just log all of this. That's it, real simple. I just want to measure from here all the way across. See that? Right at the lower quad. Right there. Picture of that. It's pretty simple. We don't want to overcomplicate things. We just want to log this for future reference in case. See that there's like a little volume imbalance right there on this daily, on this 4-hour time frame. So we'll just put that to put it. In fact, I don't even care for that. Really don't. Let me just use this because I know the cursor gets lost. Remember that all-time high is up here. Little inefficiency there. I'm trying to click on this and I'm trying to put that like right at the midpoint. Little small inefficiency here worked. That was created on the London session, the 2 a.m. session. Boom, price came down. Boom, back down. 6 a.m. right here. Took these previous lows that it created in the London session, and then price expanded to the upside to tag the highs, the London high right there. Well, Friday's high, my bad. My bad, I was looking at the wrong date. That was from last week. This is Tuesday's price action here. So it was here. 6 a.m. comes down, takes the previous day lows and that 4-hour block, and then expands to the upside to tag these highs and fill in the little portion that was left open from the Friday high. So notice how when we're logging, usually around Tuesday, Wednesday, this happens. It tags the Friday high and then it drops. So let's see if they're gonna come back and tag these lows over here, because this Tuesday low is also a pattern. Like here, let's check it out right here. So this is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, right? Friday right there. The session opens it. Then look at this Thursday, Wednesday lows to get tagged. Right here. This is a Tuesday high, gets tagged. Comes down. Like it's just more complex things for me to study on my own time. Like, but I know in my mind I've seen this over and over, so I just want to keep that right there. I used to have a specific template that I used to use. Whatever. Boom. On a 1 hour, here's what it looks like. Super bullish. Price comes down. This is the Judas swing. Price comes down, takes the lows, and then boom, runs it high. So bring that across right there. Make this dash 2, boom, red. And then tag that. So it's a repeating phenomenon that, like, right now I'm actually bored from watching this so much. And that's what I want, boredom from watching the same thing over and over, over and over. No breakers here, okay. Picture of that. I don't really need to write anything. The one that really, here's the one I want to do some annotations on. Find the bell open, which is right here. We opened here. This is where it came down to take the lows. That's why I call my little position to take this low right here. Felt real comfortable with that. Almost 500 bucks in 18 seconds. I'm cool with that. This, I was not anticipating that. I didn't really care for nothing. I just went on about my business. And all it really did was come down into this little small imbalance right here. Near an order block. Right here. Look at this. If we measure the bodies, just the bodies. Upper quad, but if I measure it from the wick down to there, it came, yeah, the upper quad. That's what it was working. So this is kind of like a slash breaker as well. Let me see. Yeah. This area right here. All right, let me just write a little something, something here. So, boom. What time was this? 2:45. Real quick, put this back on the daily, put this, do this. Keep forgetting to do this. See how the power of 3 works out here? Open, come down, expand up. Let's go back down to a 1 minute, 5 minute actually. Put the drawings back. Price is all the way up here right now. That's not what we're concerned with. No inefficiencies. Price is just moving, moving, moving. Just using the order blocks to support itself right here. Just right here, comes here. This is the only obvious order block that I see. And is this one handed? Yep. Right there. So we're just using order blocks to keep pushing itself up. Small inefficiency right there. Leaving the lower portion open, which is a good sign. I'm going to save that and I'm going to go to my LSS chart. This is like new data for tomorrow's session. But down here, Here's where all the work happened. It used a whole bunch of stuff going on down here. There's that first fair value gap, which price came down, came through it, and then finally used it here as an inversion to push itself up at 954. Let's take a picture of that. Look at this right here. This is an old fair value gap from the 21st. This is another fair value gap from the 18th, which was supporting price, then today's. And inside here, these lines that are dimmed, there's a new day opening gap inside there. So price pulled it up. And I believe this is Monday's first fair value gap. Wow, I didn't even know that. Wow. Wow. So those first fair value gaps, like that Monday one, is wild. How it keeps coming back to it. How they use that as the draw right there. What's the price range? Let's say from this first fair value gap, would have found a nice little entry. It's a good, nice 90, 89 handles. And obviously this was a news candle right here. Let me see something. What it look like on a 15-second time frame inside the first fair value gap of the day. Ran up, comes down, goes through it, boom. There's the inefficiency there. That's gold right there. Once you see that right there, where the low already tagged a bunch of lows, reacted off of an area, it's leaving it, and it left the bottom portion of it open. That's all you need right there. Goes up, comes back, no big deal. Stop right here. The stop is actually here. How much heat did this position take? Come on. 12 handles. That's a beautiful thing right there. All right, and that's pretty much it for me. I'm done. Probably get some sleep right now and be back at it in the morning. Peace.